What's going on, everyone? It's time to continue on with the Blair Witch franchise. Yeah, there's three movies in this. I'm going to do the second one now, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, which is going to be an interesting one to do because a lot of people give this film flack, and I haven't watched it all the way through, so until now. So yeah, but yeah, let's talk about it. So, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 was released by Artisan Entertainment sometime in 2000, and it was produced by Bill Carrero, written by Dick Beebe, and co-written and directed by Joe Berlinger, who actually is more of a documentarian than an actual filmmaker because he's done like Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile. That's the Netflix movie. But then he did one of the best film or documentary trilogies of true crime that I've seen, Paradise Lost, Child Murders at Robin Hood Hills, and he also obviously did Paradise Lost 2, uh, Reinventing, and then Paradise Lost 3, Purgatory. But he also did Metallica, Some Kind of Monster, and Tony Robbins, I Am Not Your Guru. This had a budget of $15 million. And as far as I know, it made its money back and made a profit. But a lot of people harp on this like crazy because it's not a found footage film. It's a film based on the fandom of the Blair Witch, and that these filmmakers go out and try to capture something themselves, but done in a more standard film form where yeah, they get all these weird groups of kids, these people, and they go and they try to find this like cult and stuff and witchcraft things, and these weird things start happening as they're out there, and it starts haunting them and tormenting them, and then later on you find out it's actually someone causing it all in their group. Um, Overall, I thought this was actually a pretty interesting way to attack a sequel of this nature. Yeah, so obviously you can tell it was rushed into production and stuff like that, but yeah, the story is pretty standard and a little cheesy and hokey in some points, and yeah, but if you look closely in this film, there's a lot of mixed, like hidden Easter eggs throughout from the first film, and just the nature of the Pine Barrens in general. There's a lot of hidden meanings and stuff in there if you watch closely enough. Now, if you, it's better to watch it on the second watch when you look for that stuff. Overall, I thought the film was amusing and entertaining, though. I thought it had an interesting premise, a unique sort of like little twist goes on, and the acting's pretty good, and the cinematography actually looks pretty well too. It does look like late '90s, early 2000s, like horror film, and that's not to say it actually looks more like an episode of the X Files, I guess you could say, without Mulder and Scully. But yeah, I thought it was neat. I thought the witchcraft aspect and stuff was kind of forced, and they tried to do that to tie more with the original, the more thriller aspects of the film. I thought worked better in it, and if you do it and it keeps you more guessing and stuff like that, it is a little stale and just not interesting throughout the middle portion. Though they really needed to buff up the characters to keep a film like that going. Where this one, you get like a good sense of them, and then it kind of just throws them into what's going on, and then you kind of just like lose interest. But then you get to know some of the other characters more to have someone more to root for towards the ending. I thought that was a really weird structure for this film, but overall, I still think it's better than what most people are saying. Obviously, it's not going to be the caliber of the Blair Witch, and a lot of people were disappointed that it wasn't found footage. But overall, I thought it was a unique attempt and a decent attempt to a sequel to do something that you didn't have much to work with in the first place. So, and I did hear the studio changed a lot of things. Like, I love the soundtrack in this. It's like every music I love and grew up listening to. But apparently, there's supposed to be more classic rock stuff, not like Marilyn Manson in the beginning and stuff like that. But yeah, this goes to show that not all horror fans are metalheads wearing band shirts and stuff, even though that's what I am. So, yeah, I still thought it was amusing. I think this is an underrated sequel, to be honest. And even though it is by far not the best thing out there, it's still watchable, has a meaningful story, and it's no different than watching like Buffy the Vampire Slayer the movie or anything like that. So I still think it's good, so you should check it out. I'm going to give this a 2 because it's just like how bland and like dull certain spots are and stuff like that. But I thought it was a good attempt, and with a little more work, it could have been something even better. So, but for what it is, yeah, I'm going to give it a 2. But if you want to check it out, I'll link the trailer down below so you can relive it or check it out there. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram so I always post clips of films and review in the future. All my stories, the film time, hashtags, subject on film, and hashtags so you're aware of it. Also, my Letterbox is down below, JP reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below, reviews underscore Derek. So follow me on those platforms, stay in loop with this channel, like this video, share some more people aware of it, comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service I want to hear my opinions on in the future. Comment those down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can if I can find them. Also, if you want me to do the new Blair Witch, comment that down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. I have it, but I'm planning to do it later on. So, but if you want it sooner rather than later, let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you subscribe. Hope you want something weird, obscure, and all day. Probably never thought checking out again. Also, share my opinions on popular films that come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're going to go into a family Halloween horror-ish classic film from the 90s. I'm going to review Casper in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those crazy witches out lurking out in the Pine Barrens and in any forest because for some reason that's the only spot they hang. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.